Welcome back, and you join us in the 90s. How is it?
I love it.
I love it. It's
We're
all over the
born.
place. We are. Well, yeah.
We've been born.
Well, that's why we're wee babbies now.
And that's why you're in a baby
That's
grow.
why I'm in a baby suit.
And I'm a missing member of Green Day.
It's called a onesie.
It's representing a baby grow.
I know.
And we're joined by Chris Young.
Hello.
Welcome, Chris.
How's it going?
Chris, you're the person that brought Keynestock back.
Apparently, I learned this week. I've got very bad memory, but yes, in 1993, I started at university before many of the people watching this were born, I should imagine.
Us, at least.
And make me feel old, go on. So, yeah, I found this photo or a copy of Cred, the old newspaper, and saw this thing, Keynestock, and the pun appealed to my humour.
What was the pun?
I just thought, well,
Keynestock.
Keynestock. It's not a pun, is it? But bad wordplay. Woodstock, Keynes,
Yeah.
Whatever. So I saw that. I was like, oh, we'll do some of that. And so college president Steph Fritzischen and I said, let's put on this gig out the back. And the treasurer and the social secretary, who was the entertainments person at the time, really didn't want us to do it. They said, you're going to lose money, it's a waste of time. They vetoed it, and in the end we did get it through. And yeah, we started about lunchtime and went the way through until I think the fire alarm went off or something, because someone was annoyed that they couldn't sleep, so they set the fire alarm off.
Oh, wow.
Didn't you have to take it indoors, where Dolce
Vita,
that was it, where it is now? It was called something else, wasn't it?
That was the common room, so we used to actually have a space where we could just hang out and, I won't say what most people did in there, but just to hang out. And it was about half the size it is now. In the first year, no, we didn't go in there. We were all at the back. We had Battle of the Bands all afternoon, so uni bands. And then in the evening, we had supposedly named acts, although if I told you their names, you probably wouldn't recognise them.
Go on.
So I think the first act on was Tanglefoot.
No.
Then we had Sulphur.
No.
No.
I've heard of Sulphur the thing, not the band.
And then we had the headliner, who, in fact, both Sulphur and they had proper records out on vinyl. They Wish Plants.
Well, I heard earlier that Billy Bragg was on one year, and I know Billy Bragg.
Right, that was probably back in the day, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think Keynestock started. Do you know when it started? Was it 75? Something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
the 40th. That's when
okay.
we got this changing vehicle.
Yes, so I think there was a bit of the wilderness years, I think, between Billy Bragg and Ellie Goulding, I think, between anyone you've ever heard of. But
Do you think she ever did Keynestock?
Don't know.
She might have.
She might have. That would have been
I
great.
read this week that she won in 2007.
Oh, she?
Oh, wow.
That stuff we should
It's
know.
on the internet. It's on the internet. It must be true.
That is a fact.
Yes.
Yeah. So you brought it back. Did you run it the next year after?
The next year, because I'd then moved to the heady heights of Executive Officer for Social and Cultural Affairs.
Wow.
There was this separation between the college committees and the Central Union, and I'd defected to the union, and I can't remember what they did, but I remember at the time thinking they weren't running it the way I thought I should run it, so I decided to boycott it for the weekend, and I went somewhere else. But,
Oh wow! So you set it up one year, the next year I got
no,
nothing.
No, what have you done to my creation?
Were you not the set off the fire alarm that year?
Shh. I can't remember what happened. As I said, I wasn't around. But then the following 2 years, 96, 97, I was around for both of those. And yes, by then a lot of it came indoors. When we were doing it, we were actually had our back to the college, and we were projecting out down to the town, and we used to have people coming up from beyond the cathedral saying, "Shut up! You're making too much noise."
I mean, that's a badge of honour.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the effort. I mean,
Well
we
done.
used to do that with summer balls as well. If the summer ball didn't attract complaints, we obviously were too quiet.
Yeah, you weren't doing it properly. So, have you been outside?
I have, yeah.
How does it compare?
It's really good. There's a bit of standards I think you set these days. Don't you have a sort of a competition to or at least a qualifying round to sift out?
I'd like to think so.
I think there are auditions.
Yeah.
I think we just said, does anyone want to come and... Yeah, right.
Anyone got an
go
instrument?
I can't remember if it was the first year that we did it. Yeah, it might have, whatever. One of the years there was a band and they had some sort of Germanic name and one of them played
Craftwork.
a detuned guitar with only 3 strings on it, and the other one played an ironing board with spanners.
An ironing board with spanners.
Which is as wonderful as it sounds.
Do you know what? I wish I saw that. That sounds great.
Next up on
You might have
Katie
wanted to see it.
Entertainment.
You might have wanted to see it. You wouldn't have wanted to hear it.
Well, awkwardly, they're our next interview. So I can see you've got some photos with you.
Yes, very shoddy photos.
Do you want to show us a few of them?
If you want, yes. So, which camera am I on?
That one.
There. So this is Keynes as was, the back. So this is basically where Dolce Vita now, the white thing sticks out. That
Okay,
wasn't
that's
there.
cool.
And we just had, and your wonderful light box with Keynestock written on it.
Yeah.
We had bits of old posters cut out. It didn't feel old-fashioned then. It kind of does now.
Well, you make do. That's the thing. I think that's one of my. I think.
Can we see it a little bit
You
more?
haven't got jugglers this year, have you?
No. Oh,
No,
have we not got jugglers?
Not that I've seen.
I haven't seen jugglers.
Well,
Do we
there
have
you
time?
go.
Do we have time to get a juggler?
Can I juggle?
Um,
I want to juggle.
Really, I'm sure someone must have taken decent photos, but there we go. Oh no, that's sabbatical officers. Gaffer taped together and covered in shaving foam.
Well, I think we
Show
want to
us
see
that
that one.
one.
I think we
Have a
want
look
to
at
see
that
that one.
That was
Oh.
the outgoing union president and the incoming social secretary, I believe.
That looks fantastic.
There we go. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh no.
See, I think that's one of my favourite things about Keynestock is that it is cobbled together.
With love.
Yeah.
It's stuck
Yes.
together with love.
The thing is, it's not hugely professional. It's not corporate. It's not.
I wouldn't
this
say it's not
huge
hugely
thing.
professional. That's a damning indictment of your colleagues
But the
down
thing
there.
is, it happens and it's so good.
Yeah.
It
It was-
doesn't need a sponsorship deal.
and we
No,
had
of
Mitch
course not.
Ben one year. Mitch Ben. Yeah.
Do you know Mitch Ben?
I've not heard of him.
He's on Radio 4 these days.
Ooh.
Do you not follow Radio 4?
I don't, but I
Avidly.
know my dad does.
Yeah, that's about my generation, isn't it? Yeah, rub it in again.
Oh, sorry.
You're older than me.
I am, only by a month.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
And
fair.
don't you forget it.
So you're going to be sticking around for the end?
I hope so, yes. Yeah, it sounds like it might be worth it.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, because we certainly are.
We are, yeah.
Even if it
Really
rains, because we're in here.
are. We've been having a look.
Wow.
Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think we're going to go to an interview with Jack Knight that we've got.
Yes, we've had an interview.
So I think we're going to cut to that now.
Have a look.